Mr. Ross, overall, the tone of the president's speech, this is your third or fourth State of the Union, correct?
Yeah, correct. My fourth one. Yeah, my third one, I'm sorry. The tone was moderate. And what I mean by moderate is that he was correct. We can't cut our way into prosperity by cutting our spending. But what he needs to say is to go further and say we can grow our way into prosperity. And the only way we're going to grow our way into prosperity is if we give some incentives to bring back those jobs to America so that we bring back investment to America that's going to create the jobs. You know, one of the things he talked about was the Simpson-Bowles Act. It's taken 3 years for him to bring up Simpson-Bowles. I filed a bill memorializing the Simpson-Bowles plan. I agree with that. I think we need to reform our tax system. I think we need to eliminate the tax loopholes, eliminate some of the exemptions, create an incentive so that business will thrive again in this country. This president today talked about wanting to become part of the middle class. Look, I was born and raised at the lower end of the middle class. I never aspired for middle class. But what I believe that if government would get out of the way, I would have a chance to go beyond middle class. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to set our sights so much higher. You know, our president has done a lot to bring government into our lives. I think we need to bring innovation, entrepreneurship, light the pilot light of our creative imagination that has been part of the American exceptionalism. This president missed the mark today by not accentuating what I believe is the American exceptionalism. I think it was a moderate speech. I think we have a long way to go, and I think that bringing us together is the most important thing this president can do, and not dividing us.
Well, one of your fellow Floridians, Desaltine Taylor, 102 years old, was in the audience with the president. What did you think about what he had to say about her?
Amazing. And I take the right to vote so very sincerely. It's so fundamental. And we've seen, especially in Florida in 2000, when we had the debacle in the election, we saw how important the right to vote was. 102 years. What an inspiration to all of us. As citizens, as the next generation, as Americans, I think it's phenomenal.